Woo, Halo is dead. Halo Infinite is dead.
Halo Infinite is dead.
This game is dead. Like, there is nothing.
Halo's dead.
What's happening with Halo Infinite is a goddamn embarrassment and can go on no longer.
343 Industries needs to go. They do.
You are the flagship IP for Xbox. It is a travesty what you're doing to the franchise.
It's a shame to know that 343 Industries is so blunderingly brain damaged that they cannot handle creating a new goddamn Halo game. I know that sounds harsh, but it really is. We've given them so many chances.
How is 343 still working on Halo? Like, how is Microsoft not pissed off about this? They took their flagship IP, like their top, most recognizable fucking game, and absolutely destroyed it. They made Halo a joke. Halo's a game people laugh at now.
This game is being laughed at. It's going down as the biggest missed opportunity that the industry has seen in recent years. And with each bit of news that comes out about it, the people who left the game behind are just getting further and further away, watching it burn down in flames in the rearview mirror, probably thinking to themselves, damn, I'm glad I got out of there.
That's a goddamn disgrace. Halo is the franchise you put on the front of your original Xbox, your 360, your Xbox One, and your Series X. You have the gall to do that to the franchise. That blows my fucking mind.
They fumbled it. They fucked it up so bad. I don't get this.
Is no one pissed off as much as I am? Am I the only guy that is furious about the state of this game?
Now, Halo Infinite, all right? I gave this so many chances. You know, this is the last stage. This is the last hope for Halo.
Microsoft has ruined multiple different franchises after they have taken control of them. I mean, look at the track record here.
Can 343 handle the franchise?
It's like impossible for me to feel like this game is not completely doomed. Like, bro, I am just honestly completely out of hope for the future of this game.
Farming Simulator had more concurrent users on Steam than Halo Infinite.
You gotta fire Bonnie Ross. You gotta fire Frank O'Connor. You gotta fire Kiki Wolfkill. Fuck, get them the fuck out of there.
Can we just like reboot the series and pretend 343 like hasn't made Halo games?
343 is one of the most incompetent developers I've seen in a hot minute.
Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, when it came to a Halo game back in the day, like Halo Reach, we had a full campaign, okay, a full multiplayer with like 14 maps, not like 6. Okay, there was custom games. There was some firefight. Okay, hey, let's not forget that we had Forge World, which is pretty great for its time. Even had a theater mode built in day one.
Is 343 really allowed to fuck up, severely fuck up, yet again, and they're just allowed to continue working on Halo?
Halo 4, Halo 5, Halo the Master Chief Collection, and Halo Infinite. And every single time they fucked up.
There's been missed calls, mismanagement for 4 games in the franchise now.
Halo's been going through what feels like a perpetual rough patch for a decade now. This is the franchise that ensured the initial success of the Xbox brand, that then went on to ensure the initial success of Xbox Live, that set the course for every console first-person shooter born after 2001, and that established the foundations of online matchmaking as we know it. And the fact that the franchise that achieved all of that has been allowed to remain in this state for so long is nothing short of ridiculous.
I would love Halo to succeed, okay? But to do that requires 343 being completely shit-canned and replaced by some new developers.
Does Microsoft just not realize Halo's potential? Do they think it's just, people got bored of Halo?
There's a common misconception that Halo's decline in relevance started with Reach, but the truth is that Halo never died of natural causes. Its core identity never got stale. The series took a U-turn at the height of its popularity and course-corrected into an unknown future. When Reach came out, it was able to coexist with Halo 3 just fine. It's when Halo 4 came out that all 3 games saw a steep drop-off in players.
You cannot let a team toil and mess around and goof off with your flagship IP for almost a decade. We're talking a fucking generation and then some of 343 trying to figure it out.
I mean, this is a company, 343, that has claimed to have hired people that hate Halo. Like, what? What?
When Halo 4 was first shown to the Microsoft executives, They said, this just looks like Halo, and it got changed.
You got Fire 343 trending everywhere. You got a significant portion of the fan base that wants 343 gone or wants management gone.
There are more people than ever wanting 343 Industries to be taken away from making Halo games, to have the IP given to a new developer like Certain Affinity, Max Hoberman's company.
Halo Infinite was in development for 6 years, the longest development cycle that any Halo has ever had, and it has come out with the least amount of content that any Halo has ever had at launch. Something here is not right.
What I am asking for is for Xbox and Microsoft to reevaluate how they manage Halo as an intellectual property.
Microsoft, I compliment your genuine patience on the matter, but there's gotta be someone else on the table. There has to be.
Think about it, man. Who in the world wants to go work somewhere where like a not significant portion of the fan base wants the studio like shut down?
I don't even know at this point if I see a future for Halo.
Y'all fucked up. Get a new developer in the door, Microsoft.
This is not acceptable in any other pocket of the industry. Whenever any IP was mismanaged in any single instance, someone else got their hands on it.
There have been game studios shut down for having screwed up far less than 343 have.
Everything we've heard from the inside is held together by sticks and duct tape. The game is falling apart. What is happening?
256,000 at launch, pretty much. All you have seen is this number drop and drop and drop. It just keeps getting lower and lower as time has progressed.
So we've seen the player count drop month after month, and you can argue it's Steam only, but I guarantee that this is reflective of all platforms.
Halo 4 brought us an art style that nobody wanted, nobody asked for, and when Halo 5 came out, they doubled down on it. Halo 4 basically tried to copy Call of Duty's multiplayer, and that's not something that Halo fans want. Halo fans want Halo.
So they just asked him, how in the world do you choose which companies actually work on Halo? And what does Frank O'Connor, franchise creative director, how does he answer this question?
It's kind of like porn. You know it when you see it.
For God's sakes, fire 343. Get a studio in there that knows how to make Halo, because this is garbage.
Wow, I mean, where do we even begin?
343 has had the Halo Infinite franchise for about 10 years now. And the multiplayer offerings for Halo Infinite just have not been as strong as fans have hoped, to put it mildly.
343 is a joke. They're fucking awful. They don't give a shit about anybody that plays their game, old or new.
A lot of people wondering if 343 Industries is the right fit for Halo moving forward.
The TV show is dog shit. We don't even talk about that anymore. The game has 343, which has fucked every single Halo they have released since they've been in control of it. I think Microsoft needs to take them out to the back and get a new set of developers to put their hands at this, and someone who actually cares and is passionate about making something that they actually want fans to enjoy.
Upper management at 343, it is your fault that the game is in the condition that it is right now.
And they keep giving Joe Staten to bring up the bad news. Like, come on, man.
Someone's got to start replacing some head positions. Someone's got to take a look at where they're going in the future, and whatever roadmap they do for their next game better not include Halo.
Halo Infinite, like as a product, its reputation is ruined. The entire gaming community at large is like done with Halo Infinite, right? That's why you see all these videos trending.
I said it in 2021, and I'm saying it now. Halo Infinite could not just be okay, it had to be great. And it's not even okay right now.
Broken promises date back half a decade ago. 5 years ago. Here's the promise that was made.
Sometimes there's no better feeling than sitting with the boys, having some beers, playing some split screen at the house. I know some people don't fucking have friends, so don't really think about that as much.
I was looking forward to that. I would have played that with my brother. I would have played that with my son.
I like couch co-op, especially when my kids are old.
The amount of people who keep saying that 343 don't understand Halo or what makes it so special feels like a dauntingly close reality, especially when we hear quotes like this.
We are a very competitive game. That's our DNA. That's who we are, right? You go back all the way to the very first Halo, right? Multiplayer. I mean, it is a highly competitive game.
Wrong. Halo's original vision, and the thing it should always strive to be, is a multiplayer, first-person shooter party game. That is the original vision coming from the mouth of the man who created it, Hardy LaBelle.
I'm calling for a culture change over at 343. And you really need to take them away from Halo, because now they're harming something that's important to the Xbox ecosystem.
Somebody needs to do a development shakeup so that we can have the right minds, the right passion put towards one of the biggest brands in video gaming.
They need to fire Bonnie Ross, fire Frank O'Connor. They are fucking useless. and they're fucking the goddamn series.
But I hope you'll listen to the community, who is equally well-reasoned and rightfully pissed, and is echoing a lot of the same sentiments I am.